Hello, this is Ahmed from Global Project Control. Welcome to our new video. On this video, we want to talk about the effect of resource curve on the project curve. How does it work? As you see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 activity. If I'm looking at this 4 activity, let me to take the budgeted and baseline off. As you see, all this activity works like linear, but in the P6 we have some sort of option for resource curve. We can use the curve shape based on our requirement. Also, we can create our curve based on your project requirement. If you modify it, for instance, like this, then you will find that it will be greater than 100, so you can adjust it like this, and then it's going to be 100. You can use it if this curve is the good curve for your project. But now we have 4 activity. I'll rename it to the backload, front load, bell shape, and triangular. What is the curve for this project? If you go on the resource usage profile or activity usage profile, both of them, because we don't have any information for the baseline, both of them are same. You can find that the progress for each month is equal to each other. We have a little differences. It is because of the number of days for each month. So you can find that overall it goes by linear. It is the default setting for the Primavera P6. If I assign more space here, you can find that the baseline project labor is here. Here is cumulative baseline project labor. So let's do assign the resource curve to the activity and then see what happened to this item. If you want to update the resource curve for your activities, you should go to the activity detail. On the resource tab, you should find the curve. If you don't find it on your columns, you need to right click, go to the customize resource columns. Then over the general tab, you can find it, the curve. I added after the rule. Here. Also, you can go to the resource assignment and add it to the columns. It is easier if you have the multiple resources and you want to simultaneously assign to this item. So let me to continue by this assignment. I come back here, then over the curve. Here is the triangular. I found the triangular. From here, assign it. Then the next one is the task C. It is bell shape. I assign the bell shape to this. Task B is front load. I assign the front load to the task B. On task A is the back load. I assign the back load to the task A. Here is the 4 assignment for these 4 activities. Now, if we come back to the activity spreadsheet, you can find that the task A is the backload task. According to the backload, we should have here is the backload. Let's see how does it works. The backload show us the progress for first 50 is less than the second 50% of the duration. As you see over here, you can find that for the first 5 months of the project, from the June up to the October, we earn around 17 budgeted hours per month. But after the 50% of the progress of duration gone, then we earn double budget based on each month to the end of project. So backload is reflected on the curve. But let's see the front load. Here is the front load. The front load added to this activity. As you see, for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, because the duration of this task is 300 days, it is covered almost 10 months. So for the first 5 months, it will be double in comparison with the second 5 months. It's happened because of the resource curve. Because it is front loaded, we want to earn the progress at the earliest possibility. But how we can find out if the curve is exactly create same as the our template or not? Let me to come back to the S curve. Here is the S curve for the whole of project. But if I want to filter the backload, I'm gonna be create a filter by activity name equal to the backload. Then I want to filter it. Then if you want to compare it with the project curve of backload, you will find that it is exactly create same as our template. But another item, if you want to compare it with your baseline and see that what happened and what is the differences between this project and the baseline one. Now, because I didn't assign the baseline, you can see this information. Let me to assign the baseline to the project. Now I go to the project. Under the assign baseline, I assign the project baseline. After this assignment, you will see that my curve changed. So how can I find that? What is the differences between the current curve with the baseline one? I need to right click, go to the option, then I want to compare it with these two. This is the backload curve, this is the linear. If you want to look at the value based on each month, you can find that the backload curve emphasizes on the second duration stage of the project after 50%, but the linear try to work under the project equally. If you want to look at the whole of curve of activities, you can filter it each by each. Overall, if you want to look at the S curve, you can find that here is the differences between the linear and the combination of these S curve together. If I take these items off, you will see that here is the differences. I hope this lesson will be useful for you. Thank you for watching Global Project Control. I hope this lesson is useful for you. Please keep in touch with my LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for further lesson. Also, you can visit my website www.globalprojectcontrol.com in order to find all of lesson and courses in the same time. Thank you for your subscription at my YouTube channel.